So this weekend, I saw one of my clients performing at Austin City Limits, which is a music festival in Austin. And I was able to see all of the bands perform and all of the musicians. And some of them were like huge, big names. But I also got to see some of the newer talent perform. And some of these newer musicians, they didn't really have like huge fan bases there. Like when I was watching Mumford & Sons, like everyone is singing along to like every single one of their songs, right? But for a newer musician, it's like there could be a group of 6 people and only one of them is there because they know that musician and they might only know like 2 of their songs. And essentially like these newer musicians have to perform to an audience pretending like these audience members already know and love them, even though a lot of the audience isn't familiar with their music. When a musician is able to tap into celebrity energy, that's when they're able to create this feedback loop with their audience, and you are performing as if the people are already like singing back your music, even if they're not yet, even if you are new and if you're just starting out. Now, the reason that I'm bringing this up is because it's the same when you are creating content. If you are a content creator and you are just starting out, you have to actually start performing as if people not only are listening already, but as if they already love your music or, you know, your content. And it's really vulnerable, right? Like, especially when you're first starting out, you literally are just talking to no one. And it does feel really vulnerable to show up as if people are listening and as if people care. And I would argue, for me at least, like creating content feels even more vulnerable than performing live, because when you're performing live, you at least get to rehearse. Whereas when you're creating content, like you're basically performing in public. Like it is very vulnerable, but if you're able to tap into what I call celebrity energy, which is that it factor, which is ultimately just when you feel safe being seen. And the simplest way to hack into that is to show up as if people are already not only listening, but loving everything that you have to say. So I would say, instead of just practicing in front of a mirror, you have to actually just get out there and start practicing and start getting into that energy as if people are already listening. So think about creating content as if you're on FaceTime with a friend, as if you are, you know, having drinks with your besties, whatever it is, but talking to people that already love you. If you're like a business owner or a coach or something like that, talk to your audience as if it's a customer who has already paid you, right? As if they're already someone who paid a ticket to get to see your show. Now, if that's not working, it's probably because you have some subconscious blocks and you don't feel safe being seen. That's obviously what I help people do, is to clear out those subconscious blocks so that you can tap into the celebrity energy. I have a free training on this in my bio. But again, the fastest way to really hack into that is to get comfortable with what does it feel like in my body when I'm talking to people who love and care about what I have to say, and create content from that point.